Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're going to be taking a look about securing fireworks and waterproofing them, and it's a question that I'm always asked at fireworks shop. This is a typical scenario where people come back to me and said they've had problems with the fireworks because basically they've just got the firework and they've just plonked it on the floor like that, be it grass or hard standing, and we'll get to hard standing in a bit. But that's what they do, and they just think that they can go over and light it and it's just going to stay as it is, but it ain't. Because at the end of the day, in this particular firework, you've got 147 grams of NEC. So each one of those tubes, split by 16, is losing weight. And not only that, every time it ejects a star, and in this case it's a spinning tourbillon, this product is recoiling to get that star up into the sky, and it'll start wobbling and bouncing, and before you know it, it will tip over, you know, and then you've got a problem on your hands, because then it's bouncing around your garden. So, you know, that's why we always say secure your fireworks. Now then, on the back of the firework, it always states to bury to this line. All the professional sites that I've been on, I've never actually seen anybody with a spade on a professional site digging holes in fields and putting products in the ground, burying them in the ground. What they always do is stake the products. A lot of you guys who watch this channel, you already have your own methods of doing it, but I'll show you my method. Basically what I have here is some slate batten, which is 2x1, and for 4.2 meters of this it cost me £4.50, and I'll probably get about 18 stakes out of it. And I'm lucky enough to have a bench saw for ripping it down, and that's what I do. But you don't necessarily need this, you know, 1x1, 2x1 is fine to stake your fireworks. So anyway, let's crack on. So as you can see, I've made my 1x1 stakes, which is quite suffice for what I need. So before we get into staking the fireworks, I want to talk about waterproofing. Now, it's important to waterproof fireworks if you're going to leave them out for a period of time. And, you know, it's a dead easy, really dead easy to do. Now, the bone of contention is do you want to take the paper off, or you want to leave it on? You can take the paper off, it's going to do the firework no harm. It just makes cleanup a lot easier if you take it off. So what we'll do in this instance, we're going to take it off. So I'm just going to cut along here, making sure I don't cut through any fuses. I'm going to put that to one side because I'm going to be using that label in a bit. So as you can see, I've taken the paper off. Now cling filming. Again, dead easy. If I can get at it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the viscous fuse there. And then I'm just going to go around the firework like this. So I'll go around, cover it once, twice, gonna spin it round on its side like that, and go around there, like that, and that's basically it. I'm going to tuck that in there, and then on top, I'm going to tuck that in there. And then, like I said before, because the fuse is on top and I've peeled it back, I want to be able to see it. So I'll just pull that back like that, and then I'll just stick that on there, like so. And then when it's dark, I know roughly where that fuse is. So that's cling film in it, waterproofing it, This cling film were bought from Aldi for less than £1 and there's 75 metres on a roll. So you'd probably do about 20 fireworks. So fireworks waterproofed, and I've got a bit of board. Now I'm using 18mm OSB. You can use hardboard, you know, any particular type of board that you can. And the reason why I use board is because at the moment the ground's solid, it's like rock, it's nice and dry, but in autumn and winter it can become, you know, damp and wet and spongy. So putting it on a board just lifts it off the ground a little bit, but not only that, it stops the fuses inside from dislodging from the tubes, which has happened to me in the past. So I put it on a board. I get my stake, take my firework away, I'll drive my first stake in. You can see how dry this ground is. You know, it's been pretty dry over the last few months. We've hardly had any rain. I'll drive that in. Make sure you don't knock your fingers or the firework. You don't want to damage that. So, as you can see, it's wedged between the two. So you've got one at the front and one at the back. So it's protecting it from going forward towards you, and it's securing it at the back. And if anything did happen to this firework, it malfunctioned, then, you know, it's got the side to go either left or right. So what we're going to do now is tape it. So the tape that I use, gaffer tape, you can pick this up from Screwfix, the tool station, and all I do is just go around. Now remember, when you're doing this, that on some fireworks the fuses might be at the side, and you don't want to cover the fuse up. So I've gone around a couple of times, and as you can see, that is pretty solid. That ain't going anywhere. This is angel dust. It's a fan cake, and I'm going to show you how I stake this. Now, with it being a fan cake, it should have a label on it. All fireworks should have a label on them if they're fan cakes, telling you which way to face it. Now it states here, this side to face towards the audience. So I'm the audience tonight because it'll be me who's firing it, and I'm going to be stood over there. So they'll get my stake. I'm going to drive that in. And again on the back. Get your gaffer tape. Now, remember when I said to you about to watch for the fuse being on the side? Well, we've got a scenario like this with this. So what I've done is I'll go further down the bottom. I don't want to cover that fuse. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come along the top there, but I can still see the fuse. So, and that again is solid. It ain't going to go anywhere, and I can still get at the fuse because I can see the fuse there. And when I come in with the Rothy or Portfire, whatever I decide to use, I can burn straight through that and that'll ignite. So that's how you secure a fan cake. Just remember as well, when you're staking a fan cake, never stake it at the side like that, because obviously it's fan, and the way it's angled, your stars, your comets will bounce off these pieces of wood. So I tend to do it at the front. Oh, here we've got a crackling Hong Kong candle. Again, it's waterproofed, and again, you know, if you got a candle and you're trying to you know, make it stand up, put it in soil. I've seen people put them in plant pots in compost. You know, it'll just keel over. First couple of shots and it'll be over. So again, stake, just drive that in. Now, again, you know, if you want this to fire at an angle, either way, left or right, or straight up, you can do. You just knock your stake in sideways. But this, on this occasion, I'm going to fire it straight up. So I'm going to go around the top, I'm going to go around a few times, and I'm not going to choke it. I don't want to pull on it and or put a tie wrap on it and choke it, because if we do that, then the chances are you're going to stop any star from coming out, or it's going to fire low. So if you're putting tie wraps on, don't over tighten. Let's put another one in the middle, just for good measure. And there you have it. Nice and secure. That ain't going anywhere. It ain't going to tip over. So here's my Goldilocks. I've got that a good 8 meters away from the little fireworks that I'll be firing this evening. And now with this, what I tend to do is, I tend to do this at an angle, like so, with the stake. Then I'll put the fountain up against it, and then I get my duct tape, and then what I do is I'll go around over, tie it around down at the bottom, put plenty on that, and there you have it. That ain't going anywhere. We haven't any lawn, or we haven't any borders where we can stake the fireworks. The only thing we've got is hard standing like this being imprinted concrete, but it could be block paving, flagging, tarmac, whatever. Now I'm using this as an example because I would never light this firework here. It's too close to my property. It needs 8 meter safety distance. So what I would do is, the fuse is at the back, so I'm going to put a brick, one brick there, one brick at the back, brick at the side, a brick at the side, one at the front, another at the side, and then I'm going to use this bag of sand just to back that back brick up. You could use a plant pot, whatever, something with a bit of weight, and then that's secure. We're on hard standing, we've got a Roman candle, you know, we've no way of securing it. Just get yourself a bag of building sand like this. I've done that to stabilise it. There's your Roman candle. Just push it all the way down like that, and again, that's solid and it isn't going anywhere. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. So I've got my hose pipe out and we're going to give it a good dampening down. Good old English weather. It's probably doing my lawn good as well. It's well and truly soaked, but I know it will light. So guys, there you have it. That's a video on waterproofing, staking, taping, various types of fireworks, and I will be doing a couple more videos like this, one on PPE, I'll be doing another one on various methods of igniting fireworks and also rockets, so look out for those videos which will be coming soon. To the guys over the pond out in America, enjoy your 4th of July and be safe out there. I'm looking forward to seeing some of those videos when they pop up on social media. So for now guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. Thanks again for watching. Please do like, please do subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell for more up and coming videos like the one you've just seen, and I'll see you all in the next. Cheers guys.